What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. Today is a very different video because I am learning to pole fish. Yes, I'm learning to pole fish. This is my first time fishing with a pole, be it a margin pole, but I am learning the basics of pole fishing. So let's do it, shall we? I am at Maythorne Fisheries in Newark, or just outside Newark. I will premise and say I have no idea what I'm doing with a pole. I was out with Shane's dad, David, about a week ago, 2 weeks ago, and just before we packed up, I had a go of his top section pole, top section plus one in the margin, and caught a few carp. And it was good fun. It was good fun. Now, I have then since looked on Facebook Marketplace, and I have got myself a Edge Monster, a Preston Edge Monster 10 metre margin pole. David did help me set the pole up with new elastics, and yeah, I'm now learning to do this. So if I do anything wrong in this video, bear with me because I'm new. This is my first time. Now I have got a roller behind me. I have got a little pot on the end which I'm shaking pellet out every now and again, and I have got pellet on a band, and I'm just on the bottom. I've got a lot of fish in the swim. The water is boiling, and I'm throwing a few pellets out every now and again, along with the pellets that I've got on the in the pot. I just sprinkle a few in every now and again because I've got a little lid on the pot. So now I'm using my top section plus two at the moment. I have got my next section here if I needed it. Oh, there we go. We're in. So now it's just a case of learning what to do and to make sure I do things in a correct order. Now, that is a lovely little roach. Lovely little roach. Now, I would appreciate, straight off the bat, any help, hints, tips or advice. I know I ask for this in most videos, but this one I really do need it because, you know, I've done rod and reel fishing for years and years and years, and I still blank like the best, and I'm no expert, but I know how to rod and reel fish. When it comes to pole fishing, I'm complete newbie and need a little bit of, you know, I think it's just going to take time, and I need to get a bit of a, it's getting the right equipment as well. Now, first thing I'm finding is that it's blooming hot. It is meant to be about 32 today. Is I'm finding it hard to actually connect with the bites. There's a lot of fish out there and I'm getting a lot of movement. The float is going, but I'm finding it quite hard to connect with the bites. I don't know if it's because I'm just pulling directly up. Are you meant to pull to an angle at either side, or are you meant to twist or like go that way? See, there was one and I just didn't, it went straight under. It went to go right and I went and struck and it just didn't connect. Now the pole float I've got on here is a 0.2 gram float with, I've just hooked a, I don't know if you can see that, I've just hooked a micro band onto the actual hook, so then I can put pellet on there. I'm just going to put these little pellets on, and then I'm loose feeding pellet. I have got some sweet corn with me, I've got little wafters, I've got various baits which I can try. Pellet seems to be going all right at the moment. But the float I've got is just a pack of 4 from Angling Direct. I think it was like £3.50 or something for 4 floats on winders. You have got the Preston ones and you've got various other ones, which I don't doubt they're very good. But it was like £4, £5 for one. If you have got experience with those and they are worth it no end, and for whatever reason, then please let me know, tell me why, and then if they are, then I'll go get some, because like I say, I'm happy to be corrected and to learn. Now connect it and twist a little bit. Now ship out, not trying to spill my pot. Get there, lower down onto my roller and then put some in. It's just learning a whole new way of fishing. I would love to know your setup if you don't have a box. Like, what chair do you have? Do you have a little stool or something, or do you have a chair with no arms? And then what do you have as your roller setup and everything for the poles? Because I know it's a we're in. Because I think pole fishing it's because it's so different that is what makes it difficult. Because, you know, with a rod and a reel, you can just put a rod rest out, and that's it really. You can have it laying there like that, and that's pretty simple. But with the poles, you have to be able to ship back. Backwards and forwards, and then making sure that they don't touch the ground to damage them and things like that. So, yeah, I'd love to know if you do pole fishing and you don't use like a big seat box and platform like majority of pole fishermen do, then yeah, I'd love to know what setup you've got and how you make it work, because I think that's the struggle I will have is, see, there we go, I just touched the ground with the pole with the top kit. Gotta be careful. I think that's where I'll struggle and get frustrated, is without not having a proper, air quotes, workflow. Once I've got the basic kit I need and I'm into a routine, a regular routine of, you know, roll this back, roll that back, connect this, connect that, then it will be much more easier and enjoyable. That's what I'm hoping anyway. Now this one, I didn't even get a chance to ship out. It just took me as I was starting to ship out. It's a better fish. They're starting to get a bit bigger. Oh, come on. Now look at that. Starting to get a bit bigger. Where's your granddad? Not had any carp yet, which some days is nice, because you can have carp every day of the week at most places, to be fair. But I had a lot of silvers and they're getting bigger. So let's have a look at this one. Have a look at this. Again, not the biggest in the world, but a lovely, lovely silver. The beauty that I am seeing of the pole is being able to be bang on the dinner plate every single time. You know, instead of casting and having an area, you know, this big. Now I know you can improve that with distance sticks and line clips and clipping up and all that. I know you can do that. But this, I can be right on that dinner plate every single time. And with the little pot I'm feeding, it's, you know, I can be feeding as my bait's going down. It's brilliant, absolutely brilliant. They're starting to come thick and fast now, and they're getting a bit better in size. Another beautiful fish. Ooh. Look at that. Lovely. So the problem I seem to be facing at the moment is getting through the small fish. So I've just shallowed up a bit with the help of David. He showed me that you've got like this like waxy chalk. So we took the top kit. I'll show you. So basically you pull the elastic, you pull the hook length all the way down, and you put the hook in the bottom of the top kit. So then you mark where your float sits, and mine sits there, as you can see. So there's just a little mark that we put on in like a waxy chalk kind of thing. So then that marks the bottom. So that's me on the bottom, and then I've shallowed up. So now I'm only fishing. Here we go. I'm still getting used to this. Now I'm only fishing about, well, let me, I'm all fingers and thumbs at the moment. So there's my float. I'm about a foot and a half. I was on the bottom, so I'm gonna, because they seem to be right up in the water, I'm gonna try and get them in there. But then I've also gone to Sweetcorn to try and encourage bigger fish on the take, whilst also consistently chucking pellet out to really get them competing for the food. The beauty of the pole is that I've got two top kits. So we've changed the top kit, and I've got a different float setup on here now called, David said it's called a jigger. So basically this is how deep it can be, about 2 foot. And then this is the tiny little float, and then as it sinks it moves up the line to a maximum depth of 2 foot, which is here. And I've got a piece of corn banded on the hair, and then yeah, so you can just slowly adjust the depth. It's the first time using this, but yeah, it looks pretty cool, and I'm quite interested to see how it works. Fingers crossed we get some bigger fish. Now I know this water does have some big carp. I've caught quite big carp out of here before, and I can't wait to hook into one with my pole. It's gonna be it's gonna be a scary squeaky bum time moment, because like the elastic's just gonna go, but it's gonna be great fighting one on the pole. It's a whole nother way of fishing, isn't it? And that's what, that's what I'm open to with all types of fishing. I can't wait to start sea fishing, fly fishing, I'll even do ice fishing. Obviously not really here, but I'm up for all types of fishing. Now there are so many poles out there, and I didn't really know where to start. So when I was talking to David about it, he said that there's one called an Edge Monster, and a few people he know just fish with the Edge Monster, the Preston Edge Monster, because it's 10 meters. It's more than enough for the margins. You can have multiple top kits. You can customize it a lot, and it works really well. It's a strong pole, and it's not too expensive. I think, as of recording this right now, I think Angling Direct have got an actual deal on them, about 180 quid. I'm not sure if that will be around by the time this video comes out, but they're about a sub 250 pound pole. Now I got mine on Facebook Marketplace. I think I've said about Facebook Marketplace before. Definitely check out Facebook Marketplace if you are looking for some certain tackle, because people do, you know, get rid of stuff quite often, and because they're upgrading or something. You know, someone might have bought this and then they've gone to a bigger pole. Now the guy I bought it from, he just didn't like it, so I got the Preston Edge Monster 10-meter pole with 2 top kits, the hard case and a cupping kit. So I've got the pole, the 2 poles or 3 poles with the cups for cupping and ground bait and things, and I got that for 220 quid. And it's like brand new. It's been used like once or twice, which is an absolute bargain. Didn't cost me the earth to then get into pole fishing, because if I don't like it, then, you know, I could still recoup my money. But if I do like it, then I've got myself a bargain, and I'm in winner, you right? So definitely check out Facebook Marketplace if you are looking for any tackle. And a lot of people say edge monsters, not just edge monsters, but margin poles are the way to start, because you can get them relatively cheap. You can get a bit of a distance out there. You're not 16 meters like some poles are. I mean, 16 meters, that's ridiculous. In my eyes right now, that's ridiculous. But, you know, fast forward in a couple of months or next year, I might be like, yeah, I need a 16 meter pole. Of course I do. Why wouldn't I? Oh, we're in. Oh, what is this? Oh, it's a nice fish. Have a look at this. Well, it's definitely starting to get the bigger fish. No carp as of yet, but quite like a day of silvers. But as you can see, they're getting bigger. And it's a great little fight on the pole. It really is. I love it. One thing I don't love is all the slime. You've got to have tea towels and that with you, not to use on the fish, because you're taking their slime off of them, which is their antibacterial coat, if you want to call it that. It protects them in the water, so don't use these with the fish. Just use them on your own hands once the fish has gone back. But yeah, I want to get just one carp, because I really want to see that elastic go and then I'm like now, by no means is this video here to teach anyone how to pole fish, because I don't know myself. But it's basically just, I thought I'd just come on just in case I've done anything really stupid, and not that I want to, but like snap the pole or something, or I had something crazy happen on my first go. I thought I'd just record it, because, and just to say that, you know, I'm starting pole fishing, and if any of you do pole fishing, then, and you can offer any advice, then I'd be really grateful. You know, how did you start? What was the biggest learning curve for you when it comes to pole fishing, and what should I look out for, basically? Because I do want this to work, and I am enjoying it, but like I say, it's a learning curve, and it's about getting things, all your ducks in a row, really, because at the moment it's very disjointed. So I need a proper roller here and proper this and that. I'm not saying I need to spend thousands of pounds, by no means, but it needs to be a proper system, you know, like with a little bit of equipment to help me out. I think it'll be fine. But yeah, if you do pole fishing, then please help me in the comments below. If you'd like to see more of these pole fishing videos, then again, drop them in the comments, and let Shane and Luke know that you want some pole fishing videos, because that will be hilarious. But yeah, I think this is going to be great. I mean, it's not going to just become a pole channel now. I do all types of fishing, but yeah, I can't wait to start learning properly and catching some big old fish on the pole. There we go. Oh, 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 oh. See, I'm all over the place. I'm all over the place. Getting some really nice sized silverfish now. I mean, I've been catching silvers all day long, but these are really starting to get chunkier. Catching these is better than blanking, I definitely tell you that. But on the pole, these are so much fun. I'm having a great time. I can see the pole becoming a very nice way of fishing. I'm enjoying it, really, really enjoying it. Now the part that I'm really enjoying is I can put the pole in places that it's not easy to cast. Now, obviously, this is like teaching you lot to suck eggs if you fish with a pole already. You know this and you don't need telling it. But, I mean, I'm fishing out in front of me, but I've also got a margin here, which I'll spin you around and show you. So just this margin, just here, literally in front of this bush, I've been fishing and I'm catching some great size silvers, some great size roach and some eyed, and it's really, really easy to just get right under that tree, that little baby tree there. Now, yeah, I could have a 12-foot pellet waggler and I could just flick and then drag in and this and that, but with this, I am spot on every single time, and it's just, I'm loving that, I'm loving that. Right, I think I'm gonna call it a day there. It is about 1 o'clock. I've been here since about 8 o'clock this morning, but it is now topping out at about 35 degrees. So I'm done. I'm not gonna I've got the brolly up, but yeah, the sun's creeping in, and yeah, it's not good for the fish really, is it? You know, they can suffer. So I just wanted to, this is going to be probably a really short video, but I just wanted to show you and tell you that I'm going to start pole fishing, ask for any advice on how to start, and you know, any products that, you know, are a game changer, especially if you haven't got, I've got the chair there, I haven't got a box, things like that. But I'm going to start, I intend to make my own pole floats, rigs, and make up all my own rigs and things like that, and get a few more top kits, and yeah, I think it's going to be a good little, a good thing to learn. I've had great fun catching the silvers. I haven't had any carp, I haven't had anything majorly big to really stretch the elastic yet. That will come, I know that will come, and then I'll probably, I'll probably poo myself or something like that. But I would love to know any hints, tips, tricks, advice on starting with a pole, how you learn, what products you've got, and just, yeah, if you want to see more pole stuff, then drop that in the comments below. I hope you've enjoyed this, and I'll catch you in the next one. Take it easy, bye.